All right, guys. This is our first podcast. Again, I'm Showtime. I'm here with my partner, the Dinkster, and today we've got a guest. It's El Debo. So for these podcasts, I was thinking we could have, we got me, Showtime, as more of a mainstream gamer. I play Call of Duty. I play Apex Legends. I don't watch anime. I watch all the mainstream shows.
Basically, he's lame.
Yeah, I'm the more of the relatable type. And then we got a little more hardcore and a little more hardcore gamer.
A little wild and crazy over here, playing some hardcore.
PC gamer.
PC gamer. No flex over here, but hardcore Wizard 101. Like they all do. Hardcore Sea of Thieves gamer, Twitch worthy. Minecraft. Just for the vibes.
The classic.
The classic,
let
of course.
Let the listeners know what you're into so they can kind of get a vibe off.
Of course, yes. I sound like an absolute idiot, but hey, that's what I'm here for. I am simply comedic relief.
Well, then we also got Debo here. Debo he's guest starring today because he doesn't agree with most of the things that I say, and
In fact, actually, I don't agree with that. I think we agree. There's a lot of things we agree on.
Yeah, we agree. We definitely agree on some things, but when it comes to video games and stuff, we definitely disagree on some things, which is good because then we.
Debo, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit because you're a little quiet for me.
Am I?
That's no worries. It's a very
There you go.
not serious podcast at all. So for our plan for these podcasts is to be extremely relaxed. The first podcast we ever did, me and Dinkster, it was extremely structured and it was really fun. We had a good time.
Oh, we had a blast doing it, but yeah, it was so oriented in rules and stuff that it was not good. Well, because we were trying to do so much with it. We were trying to upload it to Spotify. We were trying to cut time limits and stuff because some stupid program we were using was yelling at us and stuff. So.
Yeah, it was like we were using a free version of a podcast uploader that only allowed us to have 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, so we were number crunching, look at the time, freaking out, cursed emoji huffing. It was not good.
Yeah, so our plan with these is to not really have a time limit, not really have a topic limit. I'm going to keep points of what I talk about. I'm going to try to have some plan of what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to have... I don't think we should have any, time limits to each of our topics.
No. We're just here for conversation. Whatever's natural.
And if we ever get comments on these, we'll talk about suggestions. We'll get suggestions on what to talk about, and we'll talk about them.
If there's actually anybody out there actually watching this video, leave a suggestion, leave something you want us to talk about, and then
actually I recommend actually doing something with your life. What are you doing here?
So firstly, what we'd like to say is don't listen to Debo.
So Debo is a little more pessimistic. So here's why you should listen to us. I've played video games my whole life. I've watched movies my whole life. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love to talk about Star Wars. Most of these podcasts are going to be our opinions, but I think that our opinions are somewhat credible and somewhat interesting to listen to.
Yeah, well, we'll be backing up all of our stuff on, things we've actually watched and listened to. We're not going to be doing a whole segment on Frozen 2 if you've never seen Frozen 2. We're going to be backing things and stuff we've actually watched. Things we actually enjoy or extremely disliked, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a big... I like complaining about stuff, but...
Oh, yes.
I don't want to be a complete complain channel, but I kind of like complaining about stuff. I'll be the devil's advocate, I guess, and then Debo will be here to just disagree with that.
That is my job too.
So, I think our first topic for today is what's on everyone's mind, the coronavirus. What I would like to bring up about it is not the coronavirus itself and all the updates. Of course, the coronavirus is awful, but let's just talk about how people online are dealing with the coronavirus. The first thing I would like to bring up, of course, is Instagram. Instagram is the number one enemy of the coronavirus, okay? If the coronavirus was able to read Instagram, it would instantly die. All right? Because of all the challenges.
The absolute
and
horrors on Instagram.
All the cringe that's being posted currently on Instagram. This is the story I was trying to tell you yesterday, Drew, that I thought I would say for this. So, let's see. There's a guy I follow on Instagram. I'm gonna censor his name and everything. I'm gonna censor everybody's name on this. But god dang, what is his name? Oh, I gotta look through the stories. So there's this guy.
Yeah, go at it. Whatever you got.
On Instagram that I keep seeing, and this is a man. See, I found it hit close to home because this guy is very similar to us. He's streams on Mixer. And I'm not gonna give him a shout out because I'm making fun of him. But so here's his story, right?
Uh-huh.
This guy created something called the COVID Madden League.
Oh, okay.
So what he does is that's not him. So what he does is he streams Madden, but he's not playing Madden. He's
Okay.
playing it. He sets it to simulation, right? So he's not playing Madden, the football game.
Yeah.
It's a simulation of the games. He's watching it being played, and he narrates it on Mixer. He narrates it. He's got a very announcer-sounding voice.
So you're saying he's like playing? He's like watching football, quote unquote, and like being the announcer for it, even because there's
He's
no
watching
games.
Madden and being the announcer, which I have to give it to him. That's super duper
That's
original. But
so
I also have
original.
to say that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think
So-
it's really smart, honestly. You know,
Dude,
there's people everywhere who are like trying to like have like sports
That's-
withdrawal and they're trying to watch something. And like,
So no,
imagine you pop on Twitch and you see someone who's just.
Hang on, both of you are
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
at once.
go, Devo, go for it.
Listen, let's hear what Devo says.
What kind of approach is he taking to it? Is he like taking it seriously? Is he making jokes about it? Like,
No,
what is he
here, let me
doing?
see if I can. Let me go on his Mixer account. Oh, man,
Without
I'm gonna have to
any
remember
knowledge,
this.
I think he's super smart. I can think of so
Listen.
many people who would watch that, like without even knowing
Who
it's a
would
game
watch
too.
this? He's not even playing the game. It's just him. I think I'm following him. I think I gave him a follow because I felt bad.
Check it out. No, go for it.
Here it is.
Is he on right
So,
now? No, okay.
No, but I can go to his past stream. and
Yeah.
I can.
No, I wanna check
hear
a
the audio.
snippet of this. Please. Oh. Okay.
So this is his voice.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
Oh, do I have to include my audio on Discord?
You'd have to through Discord choose your display capture instead of your screen. You'd change it to Chrome itself. Yeah, change window. And then in applications, you would click Google Chrome, which is on the right, Mixer guy. And it should go through there.
Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So that's his voice, right? You hear that?
Quietly.
Yeah.
It's very quiet.
I'll
But
turn my volume
barely.
So you can hear it.
He sounds like an announcer.
Yeah, so that's our boy, all right? So here's my thing, all right? I'm a complainer when it comes to these things, but I see this guy posts like every day, and it's always like, check out the COVID League. And I'm sorry, but that's the worst name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
The
bad
COVID
name.
League. Let's just name it after the virus. And then it has like put a description.
The
The
standings.
COVID League. Here we go. The COVID League features football simulated through Madden NFL 20 with fresh commentary done by none other than myself.
Very good. Continue.
Why is that so funny to me, dude? There are 8 teams that play through a 10-game season in an effort to qualify for the COVID League playoffs. Dude, which 4 teams will participate in. The league, and this is the bolded part, so I have to. The league exists in an effort to please all sports fans that have nothing fresh to watch due to the spread of the deadly COVID-19 virus. It's like, dude.
This man is equally an absolute genius and absolute fool at the same time. Like, this is so funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I think he takes it too
I'm
seriously.
sorry, but if you're watching a Madden simulation, he's not even playing the game. All right, I respect people watching video games. Actually, people who watch sports video games on Twitch, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But also, like, this is even dumber than that.
I mean,
'cause
it's
he's not
one
even
thing.
playing the
It's
game.
one thing if a dude's playing the game and they got they got skill, and like people are watching it for that dude's skill, like how they play the game. But if you're watching an absolute like robot playing the game against another robot, and you're just doing that to get your gamer itch going or your sports watching
He's
itch
not even
going.
playing the game.
Yeah, that's
And
kind
also,
of stupid.
Also, you're playing Madden.
Yeah, that's fair. Opinions aside, Madden's
Yeah.
a bad game.
Yeah.
No opinions.
Opinions
No,
aside,
no opinions
Madden
involved
is
here.
bad. Okay, listen, Madden. All sports games are fun, but
Well,
like
just
any type of pro league for sports games is the dumbest thing ever. Because there already is a pro league. It's called the NFL.
It's called real life.
Yeah, there already is a pro league. It's the actual sport itself. Like sports video games don't deserve a esports.
Yeah.
That's a pretty heavy opinion.
Yeah.
Sports video games don't deserve an esports spot.
That's stretching it a little bit.
I'd have to agree with that actually. 'Cause it doesn't-
Really?
Doesn't make any sense. Why would you watch that? There's no reason to watch that, man.
I feel like
What is that-
I feel like somebody's got to disagree with this.
Oh, I'm sure. Like all the people who play esports
It's a very
sports
unpopular
games.
opinion.
Now,
I think it's an unpopular opinion. I
as
bet.
someone who does not like any sports games, I think that you can
you don't
give
watch
them
esports.
I mean, I just don't like sports things like FIFA. I scoff at FIFA,
Yeah, me too.
but I give them some respect because people play these games for skill. And kind of like I said earlier, if you're watching someone to play this game purely on a skill base, yeah, sure, that's one thing. Like you watch a dude who's super good at a game, like that's how you watch all games. But if you're just watching it to like watch a soccer game, I mean, like watch soccer.
Okay,
Don't watch a
No.
video game.
my point is, who cares if you're good at it? It's a useless skill. Like, yeah, I'm not watching. Like, even if you watch it for the skill, that's stupid. Because you know who actually has skill? The actual players that play the game
The people in the
real
game.
life. So like I get. So I watch professional Apex. I watch professional Call of Duty. There's
Okay,
no
hold
one
on.
in real. There's no one in real life doing that. That's like an original thing.
Okay, go to the Middle
Think
East.
about it this way. Okay, so think about it this way. There's plenty of other like people out there who like play video games, but they're not very good at it. But they have a very large fan base because they make it, like,
Personality.
or their personality. Exactly, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's their personality. So it depends on the actual person that's playing the game.
I'm sorry, but if
It's all for the
Okay,
entertainment factor.
yeah, unpopular opinion. If you're playing Madden, you have no personality. If you're playing sports games, you don't got a personality. You're playing sports games.
This is
You
become
play,
this has become a very heated start.
dude. No, listen. Let's talk about all the FIFA YouTubers, dude. Oh, I just got. What's up, soccer player's name? I don't watch soccer.
Messi.
I just got Messi, bro. I just got him from a card pack. They're always opening card packs.
Card
Whoa!
packs. Yeah.
They always jump. Oh my god, Messi, bro, dude, you don't have a personality. You're playing FIFA.
In
In
order,
a bruh sound effect. Okay, listen, get ready to hit the bruh thing. Whenever I see, when someone's like, "Oh, I got Messi,"
Bruh.
that's what I think.
there we go.
That's what I think when I hear that. Okay.
Now, in efforts to steer us away from this very heated conversation,
Topic
wherein
change.
I'm sure some people who are listening to this, if anybody is listening to this, will have some opinions very different from ours.
I'm sure our fans are smart. And
I'm
don't
sure
like what
you're probably
we do.
correct. We probably have the smartest people out there listening to this,
Mhm.
who share our opinion. But
Alright.
instead, I'd like to share another gaming type that's been affected by COVID-19, and that is
Alright.
the ever popular Wizard 101. Because let me tell you, I like it. It's a good game. It sucks also because I also hate it very much.
Why
Because
does it
I've
suck?
spent so much money and time in that cursed game that I don't even want to talk about it. But all that aside,
Me with Apex.
I know it's horrible. All that aside, though, Wizard 101, I went on the other day and was looking at the server realms or whatever, and there's different like quote unquote lobbies you can go in,
Mhm.
and the first page, so the first like 8 of them were all full of people. So like thousands of people were playing this game. That hasn't happened since like 2008 when the game came out.
Mhm.
So because of this
Because everyone's all
COVID-19,
alone.
everyone's home, everyone's
That's a good thing.
depressed, everyone's playing Wizard 101, which I think is awesome. It was crazy.
Everybody.
So
Dang.
I just wanted to talk about how much that's affecting games like that. I mean, just any game in general.
Yeah, Yeah, you know how COVID's affecting games? Battlefield 5, Star Wars Battlefront 2, no updates. They've all been canceled. And you know what? Here's what I think. See, I'm a complainer. Drew's more of a glass half full guy, but here's what I think. I think COVID-19 is just an excuse for all these devs, these lazy devs out here, to just say that they can't make any more content. E3 got canceled. I think that's all a hoax.
Yeah.
They don't have anything new to release, and then EA is stopping the production of Battlefield 5 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. The reason why they're doing that is because they don't make any money. The people who play those games are people who are real fans, and they like those games. No one's buying Battlefield 5 right now. No one's in 2020. No one's going to Walmart and I'm gonna buy Battlefield 5. No,
Yes,
like the people who are playing Battlefield 5 are like the real fans, and I think it's stupid. Like, I think it's stupid that they're stopping. Like, and a lot of other games are having this problem too, where like they're slowing development. I don't know about like. What I don't get is like games like Call of Duty. I think Apex is fine. Like the games that are making all the money.
You're saying big title games and stuff. Like, why aren't they pumping out stuff still?
Yeah, I think it's like an excuse just to like kind of like let all these small games just go by the wayside.
For sure.
And like I get of course you gotta go home, like you gotta play it safe or whatever. But I don't get like how much harder can it be working from home on a game that's already like been out. Like I'm pretty sure Battlefield 5 updates you don't need to be at work to.
Yeah.
Like what? Do devs just have like a laptop at home? No way, dude. They have a freaking massive computer to keep designing.
As people who've never created a video game and do not know a lot about the industry, but also severely dislike devs of video games.
We're gonna get into the. I think we should make a video about that.
We should definitely make.
Devs in 2020. I think that's
something to point out there as we just said that. If there's any topics that we bring up that either we or you find interesting that we just barely brushed on, we would definitely enjoy making a full-fledged video on something like that. Not a podcast. Not a podcast,
Devs in
mind you.
2020.
Yeah, not a podcast, mind you, but more of a video with research.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about devs in 2020 on a podcast, but it'll be way less structured.
I agree. We should actually research the topic, I think.
Yeah, which, I mean, I've done the research. I've played their games.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my research.
That is fair.
I've played the games. How do you feel about video games in 2020, Debo? This is a real quick brush up, because we're probably going to make a video about this.
I mean, again, it depends on like what it is. For most of the big title games, like the AAA games, like you mentioned, like Apex and Call of Duty and all that, they're always doing fine because, again, it's super popular. Everybody's gonna play it. It's gonna last for a while. But then the smaller games, they have their own sort of fan base that's like dedicated to them. I know a good friend of mine. He's super into like indie games. So every time there's a new one that comes out, like people never hear about it, but he's always like there. Like,
I know that. Oh yeah.
That specific fan base that always goes for those games, that looks out for them and looks on. And then for me personally, I'm waiting for Guilty Gear, which nobody ever knows about. But
what is the game? Say it again.
Guilty Gear.
Okay.
It's like a fighting game. It's like a two-person thing.
Got it.
Yeah. I played it when I was a kid, but nobody ever knows about it. So I think it's popular in Asia. It's super popular there.
No, I feel that.
Over here, nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Again,
every game or genre or whatever has its own little fan base, and like it could be so obscure that nobody knows about it, but there's always somebody who's super hyped for it. I feel that a lot.
Well, I think it's a meme that Battlefield. I'm a Battlefield fan, but I think it's a meme that Battlefield at this point has a small fan base. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, such a big name game company, and they've just failed so much that they're kind of ostracizing themselves.
Yeah, I can get a whole debate about Battlefield. I can get into a debate about a ton of games, just like we can do at a later time.
You're saying like big name developers and how they've just like absolutely
they've ruined
themselves.
Their games. Yeah, and it's not just EA. I don't think like that's for the video. That's for the video.
Yeah, we should move on. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. Let's see. What else can we talk about in this podcast? Oh, tell us, Drew. Since we're on topic of video games, we can stay on top of video games. What happened in Rainbow Six Siege?
Oh. So for a little bit of background here, when we were talking about this idea of making a podcast and whatnot, I had just gotten off a Siege experience, one would say, and Showtime over here was like, hey, we should make a podcast, whatever, and I just had this horrible experience, and I was like, oh, do I have something to talk about? So,
why is this person singing in Discord? It's really throwing me off.
What?
Turn the volume down this thing.
Our Sonic Jazz covers? You want me to turn down the Sonic Jazz covers? I got it right now. It's
blasting voice in my two voices.
Turn it down.
Sonic Jazz, man. It's a banger, but
jazz these days, am I right, man?
Yeah, all right, sorry about that.
I'll continue my story. So I recently got back into Siege, and I haven't played in a while, and I know how horrible the community is and how horrible the base is. And
People would argue with that.
no, people would not argue with that. It's a horrible
Really?
fan base. It's so
I talked to someone. Who did
It
I
is
talk to?
so
Who said the
toxic.
base is awesome. Who said that? Someone said that, and I was like, press X for
No.
doubt.
No, it's so
Someone said the
toxic.
community's great.
Well, I was playing, and I was playing with a bunch of friends of mine, and we were having a blast, and we were memeing it up. We all our soundboards and stuff, and we were blasting the bruh button when people did things, and playing obnoxiously loud things to mess people up. It was fun. I mean, that's how you play Siege.
Yeah.
But we were playing, and we joined a match, and there's this person named Turd Nugget. And
Alright.
of course, naturally, we all start getting our mic and shouting, Turd Nugget, Turd Nugget, Turd Nugget, just in order to, pester them, whatever. And the voice came back, and there's a female, and we're like, girl gamer? So we start screaming girl gamer now, and she starts replying and talking to us, whatever. We were having fun talking to her, and we finished the match, and we're like, hey, do you want to do another match together? Because it was her and her boyfriend, and we were having a lot of fun.
Sounds like a
Game with them.
Misfits setup.
Yeah.
Simp.
Well, we were having a lot
Yeah.
of fun playing with them, and we were like, hey, do you guys want to game with us? Whatever. So we friended them, and, well, we did some more rounds with them. Well, a friend of mine, during the heat of the whole girl gamer thing, was like, do you sell feet pics or whatever? And we were laughing and dying because that's a funny thing you would say to a
Did she
girl
say-
gamer. And she
No
said,
way.
no, but I sell poop pics. And we said,
Wait, a meme? She was memeing though?
we were like, you
Oh.
cannot be serious. And she's like, oh yeah, I am. Here's the Instagram. So she, I kid you not, linked us to an Instagram, and
Oh, no.
it was just full of pictures of just poop. And we were like, this cannot be you. This cannot be you. And she's like, yeah, that's me. I get paid. People pay me to post these. And we're just sitting there, awestruck. We cannot believe what is going on right now. And my friend starts literally crying into the mic, like literal tears, and he's like, this cannot be real. So eventually we come to the consensus that yes, it is very, very much real, because if you remember, her account name was Turd Nugget.
Oh no.
And
God.
this hit us
Oh,
hard.
no.
So we had a little discussion with her boyfriend. We were like,
what does he say?
hey, how are you okay with this? He's like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what you're talking about. And we're like, are you kidding? This is the most disgusting, rank thing
Was
I've
he into
ever
it?
heard. He apparently was into it, and we were so confused. So,
And we were so confused.
So
It wasn't even sound like
confused.
that.
yeah, I could
Um,
pull that up later. But
We should use that as a feature.
I
and we were so confused.
yes, after that whole realization, I immediately said, hey guys, I'm gonna get off for the night. I think I've seen enough. So I turned off my computer, was about to go to bed, and then I got that distressing text from Showtime, and I had so much on my mind,
Truly
and
disturbing.
I just did not want to relive this moment.
Oh my
Truly.
God. All right. Well, that's a very good story, to be honest.
No.
It brings into question that story is surprisingly similar to what's going on with iDubbbz right now. All right.
True.
And I don't know if Debo's heard about this, but I want to
Yeah,
get
I
at Debo's
definitely have.
opinions on this. So, me and Debo are big PewDiePie fans. I'm a big iDubbbz fan.
I watched
don't know,
occasional line-ups.
Yeah, I like iDubbbz. I've watched all his content caps. I don't like keep up with him like PewDiePie, but I do watch like his big videos.
His big old
you know?
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and PewDiePie I watch almost daily, and then I watch all around. I follow the mainstream YouTube news, the good ones, not the cringe ones, the good ones. And what's going around is iDubbbz's girlfriend is selling pics on OnlyFans, and everyone's calling iDubbbz a simp, which is kind of like the story of she's selling poop pics on the interwebs.
Very different. I don't think they're
And,
the same.
it's a little it's the next level, but you have to ask the question, like, is that guy a simp for letting other dudes see her poop pics on the internet?
I don't
on
think.
the
I
internet?
just do not think that's the right word. Simp is not the right word.
Yeah, exactly. The same argument can be made for both of them. The meaning of simp is that you do all these crazy things in hope of something without getting it. But in both cases, those two dudes are actually like dating the girls. So like there's no hope going on there. So a simp would not describe it properly.
Yeah, but like so I'm just gonna counter that. A simp, you could argue a simp could be like when a guy says my wife's boyfriend.
Yes.
That's still
that
a
is-
simp. I mean that's a cuck.
Yeah.
It's also a simp.
Yeah, that's
Eh,
totally.
They're similar, but I don't know if they're the same.
Listen, this word simp has become a meme, right? So it transcends the meaning that it meant before when you meme it. Like boomer. Boomer no longer means someone who was born in the 40s, right? The 40s or 50s. What is that? Is that
Yeah.
what a boomer is? That's an official boomer. Boomer means someone who just
Yeah.
doesn't get it, man. You
Ba-
know,
the
boomer
val-
can
it's
be
the
anything.
values. It's the values of one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the values of a boomer. A simp, I think, is going through the same process right now. Just it's not done yet.
Tell me this. How would you describe it right now?
A simp? I think a simp is someone who just, lets a girl walk all over him.
I feel
Just lets
that.
a girl walk all over him. And I don't think iDubbbz is a simp.
Nope.
I don't agree. I personally wouldn't do, or not. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do,
Here-
but I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with it.
Here's what I'd say. Simp's not the word, but it's still weird.
Yeah. And the thing is like honestly, I respect the hustle. If people are, she's not even posting nudes.
No.
It's just
Which
just a paid
Which is a very big valid point right there.
yeah, it's just a paid Instagram at this point. I mean, the simps are the ones buying him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, I mean, and then at the same time, like, did someone just disconnect? What just happened?
I don't know what
Music?
just happened. That was whack.
The music just DC'd, but the rhythm guy just DC'd. Our jazz music.
Our jazz is gone. Would you like me to cue up the mood again?
Yeah, keep up the mood again.
Yeah.
I like talking to this music.
Do you like the jazz or do you want something else?
The jazz worked well.
Okay.
I'm down for whatever.
I'll play some
Let us know in the comments if you want what type of music you want in the background. We're down for anything. Like some lo-fi study hip hop
I'm
to
playing
study
some
/ quiz yourself to.
Nintendo lo-fi. Very
All right.
good.
So
I need to get
what I was
back
saying
to
is that
your,
like the simps are the
there we go.
ones. The simps are the ones buying it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then iDubbbz, I mean, I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with it. I don't have
Mhm.
any reasons really. I don't wish like explaining them, but I mean, iDubbbz is iDubbbz, man. He does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I don't get why everyone's complaining about it. And also at the same time, okay, the poop thing, dude.
That's okay. The poop thing is way worse than anything iDubbbz
way-
has ever done. No, it's
well, like, no, it's the same thing,
No.
but it's weird. It's on a weirder level.
I guess it's quote unquote the same thing, but the weirdness level is just way worse. Yeah. I mean, it's
Dude.
relatively the same thing, I guess.
Dude, people who post poop pics are the same people who play FIFA, dude. Prove me wrong.
I'm not even gonna respond to that one.
Oh no.
That just
I just got messy, and my girlfriend just posted 2 poop pics. Yes.
Yes!
Oh no.
What a day! What a
Yes.
day!
That's what I'm saying, dude. Anyways, simps. I think everyone's overreacting.
Yeah.
That's my final thing on it. And then PewDiePie's video on the simps thing. That guy PewDiePie just spent like 20 minutes explaining why he doesn't care and doesn't know. It was a good video, but PewDiePie doesn't really care. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that like, I don't know, PewDiePie's such a relatable dude.
You call him
So-
relatable?
Also, there's
I think he
more
tries to be
also, like,
relatable. I wouldn't call him relatable though.
I don't think he tries to be relatable. I think he not relatable, but I think he's very clear on who he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you can understand what kind of guy he is, and then kind of respect his opinion. So I don't know. I wait whenever like internet drama comes out. I always wait for PewDiePie to say something, or Critical,
Mhm.
the Penguin guy I was talking about. He's pretty great.
You respect his opinion, and he's not really. I guess opinion's not even the right word. He's very neutral in everything he says.
Yeah.
So it's not
Also,
like he.
the
Yeah.
a big problem with the internet is like when I see something, like the first source I get, I like think like that. I'm like, oh, like I totally agree with this, and it's like really easy to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I saw the
Yeah.
iDubbbz simp thing, I saw a bunch of memes about it. I'm like, dang, he really is a simp.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, let me just wait a little bit. And then I watched his video. iDubbbz made a defense video, and his defense video wasn't that great, but like it was
Yeah.
okay. And then I watched the Penguin guy, and I watched PewDiePie, and I was like, you know what? Why do I even care?
Exactly.
I feel
Why
that.
do I even care about this?
That's a certain type of bias. That's been a while since I've done psychology classes, but there's a
But-
certain name for that.
Yeah, it's a bias. The first thing I see
But,
where I'm
this
like,
thing happens all the time. Anytime there's new drama, it's there for like 3-4 days, maybe a week, and then nobody cares about it.
Yeah. No one's gonna care about this soon.
you know what? You know what? I like talking about it. So it's fun to talk about. You know why? Because listen, everyone always says, "Oh, it's just stupid internet stuff. Why do you care?" And all my all the grown-ups always say, "Dude, like, just a bunch of shit on YouTube or whatever." You know what? With all the bad stuff that's going on, I'm stuck at home, right? All I gotta do, all I can do right now is play video games and do homework.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk about stupid shit on YouTube because it's fun. So
Whatever keeps
I'm
you
gonna-
entertained. That's why we're
Yeah.
doing this. We're keeping ourselves
Yeah.
entertained.
yeah, and you're trying to tell me that like watching the Kardashians is like productive than caring about YouTube shit? Like
No, that's like
We're,
that's like playing FIFA.
playing FIFA and posting poop pics, man. Like,
We got a list of horrible things going on here.
dude, that's what dude, the Kardashians. I bet you the Kardashians. You go over to their house, you walk in, you're like, yo, you guys got an Xbox? It's like, yeah. You boot up the Xbox. What do you see? FIFA, and then right next to it,
Poop pic.
poop pics. It's like, damn. You got the whole squad laughing, bro.
Gang's all here, man.
Gang's all here. We all laughing, bro. I knew it. I knew Kanye West posted poop. Like Kanye West lets Kim Kardashian post poop pics and play FIFA, bro. Calling it right now. That's whoever watches the Kardashians post poop pics and plays FIFA. That's gonna be a good meme for the rest of the show. What do you play?
Whoever
FIFA
does
and
blank plays FIFA. Yeah, no, I feel that.
plays FIFA and post poop pics.
Okay, I
That's good.
have no points to go on to anymore. Do you have anything else? We are at the 31-minute mark.
I'm liking it. I'm liking the 30-minute. I think this is a good format. It felt pretty good our first podcast.
Yeah,
I liked what,
it was very fluid. I
Yeah.
mean, we didn't.
I think 30 minutes is kind of perfect. 'Cause I feel like I could talk more. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but for the sake of the viewers, we should keep it short. 30 minutes is a good length.
What do you mean, man? I'm watching hour and a half Misfits podcasts out here, dude. What do you think I'm doing with my?
That is fair.
They're misfits, We're kind of new, guys.
That's facts.
We'll see what people say.
Yeah.
If this format is too, I don't know, loose, or if it's maybe even too structured, too long, too short. We'll see what people say about it, and then we'll edit from there. We are
Yeah.
in no way set on anything yet.
Oh yeah, and we have sort of a name for this podcast. I forget. I don't know if I said this, but welcome to the Real Talk, and I'm your host Showtime, here with Dinkster
Hello.
and Debo, and we'll catch you next time on the podcast.